Hi there, my name is Sue, and this is my December wrap-up. I did not read a lot of books this month. Being December, you spend a lot of time with your family and friends, enjoying the holidays, picking out on food, watching a lot of movies. That's been what I've been doing pretty much the past couple of weeks. I've gotten some reading done, but not a whole lot. Not a typical month for me. But did get through 5 books. One of them actually an audio book, which is an audio of a novella, so that was quite short. But on to the first one, I read Monster Volume 2 in the Perfect Edition. This is by Naoki Urasawa. This is a bind-up of volumes 3 and 4 in the Monster series. And it's about a young doctor from Japan living in Germany, and he saves the life of a young boy, and the boy ends up turning out to be a serial killer. Some time passes, and the doctor himself is sort of under suspicion for some of these murders, and he is trying to track down the man and stop him now. It's just a really great series. Love the artwork. It's a bit more naturalistic looking than some other Japanese manga. Facial expressions, they don't have like the big eyes and everything, and just a little bit more natural looking in the artwork. But it's just a really, really great series, really intense, and I'm enjoying it immensely. I also read and finished the series, yay. This is the 6th and final book in the Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel series by Michael Scott, entitled The Enchantress. And I've been reading this over the course of a long period of time. These are the other books in the series. We have The Alchemist, The Magician, The Sorceress, The Necromancer, and The Warlock, followed by the final book, The Enchantress. Each title is referring to a specific character within the book, and it's just an amazing, epic kind of fantasy series chock full of mythology and history. There are people pulled from the pages of actual textbooks. You have, in terms of mythology, you have Prometheus, you have Machiavelli, Osiris. It's just amazing. I'm trying to think of all the names now, and I'm drawing blanks. Why does that happen? Oh, even Billy the Kid is in here. It's amazing how Michael Scott has pulled all of this together and created this amazing world. An epic battle. 2 twins, Sophie and Josh, that find themselves pulled into this. They are the twins of legend, one to save the world, one to destroy it. And Nicholas Flamel and his wife Perenelle are in search of these twins, and the whole series takes place over a rather short period of time. I think it's something like 10 days, and it's just amazing how much he pulls into it. There's side stories and things like that, but it's just fantastic series. Mythology with some of the creatures and things. As much as I love that about the series, I also had problems with that in terms of trying to keep track of everybody. And I'm just bringing up my notes here, but you find yourself getting lost on who is on what side, and people do change sides quite a bit too. So characters that you kind of hate, you end up liking, and you don't expect that to happen. But just an amazing series, a great conclusion. Overall, I gave this one 4 stars. Definitely recommend pick it up to anybody who, like I said, loves mythology, history, epic fantasy. You'll find something within these pages. Along with the monsters, we also read for the BookTube Manga Club this was part of December, was The Heroic Legend of Arslan, and this is Volume 1. It's by Hiromu Arakawa and Yoshiki Tanaka. Hiromu Arakawa is the mangaka who created Fullmetal Alchemist, which I absolutely love. And you could definitely see the similarities in the artwork and some of the characters. That same style is kind of pulled through. But it's about a young boy, he's about 14 years old, by the name of Arslan. You start to see him a little bit earlier than that at the beginning of the book as he's sort of learning to be a fighter. His father is King Andragoras, and he's known as an epic fighter, undefeated in battle, a great ruler, very fierce conqueror and everything, who doesn't see much in his son. He doesn't see someone who's going to be a proper king and follow in his footsteps. But there is some growth within the character within this first book. He enters into battle his first time at 14. Things are not going very well for his father for the first time, and he's definitely put to the test. The artwork is amazing. I thought the battle scenes were fantastic. Darian, a character that kind of comes to the aid of Arslan, is just a total badass character. I really love him. He is sort of now his guardian, you might say, looking out for the young boy. And I'm really curious to see what's going to happen to him and how he's going to grow and maybe one day, succeed his father. So definitely an epic kind of fantasy series, and I'm looking forward to more in this series. I also read, let's see, that's 3. I read A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, my very first Dickens book of any sort, novel or novella in this case. This is, of course, his most well-known Christmas story. I've seen the movie countless times. I've never read the book. And it was just really entertaining to read it and to delve into a Dickens book and the language and just kind of, I don't know, just getting into the story again. And it's just the right time to do it right around the holidays. And I really enjoyed it. It's a really, really quick read. I forgot to give you my ratings on these. See, 5 stars for this, 4 stars for this one, 5 stars for Monster, and the 4 stars for the Enchantress. In addition to reading A Christmas Carol, I also listened to The Cricket on the Hearth, which is a free Audible download by Charles Dickens, and it's like the 3rd story, Christmas story in his collection. I will say that overall, I enjoyed it. I didn't love it. It was narrated by Jim Dale, which, you know, pulled it right up there, because Jim Dale narrated the Harry Potter books as well, and I just absolutely love when he does any narration. The characters are great. The different voices you give him, although sometimes I found myself thinking I was listening to a J.K. Rowling book, because he had the quirky characters and the goofy names and his voice coming through. Sometimes some of the one voice sounded like Hagrid, but focusing on the story itself, I didn't really get a Christmassy feel of it. It doesn't take place at Christmas time. There's no mention of Christmas. I don't know why it's considered a Christmas story. I don't know, but one of the characters did kind of remind me of, he was sort of a Scrooge-like character. He starts out kind of an unlikable character, maybe a bit deceitful in a way, and he kind of turns things around at the very end, and, you know, it's just like Scrooge, that kind of feeling to it. But overall, it was entertaining and delightful. I gave that one like 3 stars. But those are the 5 books I went through in December. Like I said, a really short month for me in terms of book reading. But, yeah, it's the end of the year. I needed a little break, I guess. I did reach my Goodreads goal. Explain that in my reading resolutions, which you'll see coming up. And, yeah, I will see you in the coming year. Take care.